What's up, Unplugged gang? It's your boy JT, and we are back with episode 2 of Unplugged with JT, man. Listen, if you are a new returning subscriber, like the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, pause the video for 5 seconds and I'll let you subscribe. Thank you. Welcome to the family, man. Listen, and there ain't a video without a Capri Sun. So, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Listen, football season is literally 4 days away. 4 days away, football season is here. So we're gonna be predicting the scores of the games. We got some situations we're gonna get into today. We're not gonna have this a long episode, but because we're gonna get it in. I appreciate y'all for showing so much love on that first episode. Is at 58 views right now. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, bro. I don't know how much that helps me out. Forgot to cut the light on. What is wrong with me? But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for real. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all for real. Y'all showing much love and support to me on the pod. Listen, first we're gonna get into these week 3 predictions. Week 3 predictions. First, we're gonna start with the Eagles and Cowboys. I got the Eagles winning 28-14. Simple. Running game. Y'all know what's gonna do. Saquon gonna do what he's gonna do. Simple. Opening, they're gonna hold it down for them. Next, I got the Chiefs beating the Chargers 31-17. Patrick Mahomes gets the job done week 1. We know what that's gonna happen. Next game, I got the Steelers beating the Jets 21-17. Aaron Rodgers' debut. He threw 3 touchdowns. Will them to the victory. Boom. Next, I got the Colts beating the Dolphins. The Colts going to beat the Dolphins 24-17 in a close game. I think Daniel Jones, first start, be comfortable. Jonathan Taylor have a big game. That neither here nor there. Next, I got my Panthers. My Panthers beating the Jaguars 28-17. Bryce Young having a big day, balling. He's going to do what he's going to do as we go week 1 to win this game. Next game, I got the Cardinals beating the Saints 24-10. Kyler Murray, Marvin Harrison Jr. reconnects. Tutty. Boom. Big week for them. They get the victory. Next game, I got the Commanders beating the Giants 31-21. Jaden Daniels, a big 4-touchdown day. Showing y'all why he was one of the best quarterbacks in the league last year. Show you why he's still him. Simple. Next game, I got the Buccaneers beating the Falcons 28-21. Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans. Consistencies does it again. Next, I got the Bengals demolishing the Browns 35-14. Joe Burrow, 5-touchdown day. Showing y'all why he is elite and show you why he's that dude. Simple. Next game, I got the Raiders over the Pats 17-10. Ashton Jeanty has a big week 1 day, rushing over 100 yards. Boom. I got that out the way. Next game, I got the 49ers over the Seahawks, 24-14. Brock Purdy shows you why he continues to, why he's the quarterback of the future and ruins Sam Darnold's debut in Seattle. Next game, I got the Packers beating the Lions 28-17. Micah Parsons in that defense forced 3 turnovers. Jordan Love have a comfortable day as they get upset and they beat the Lions. Next, I have the Rams over the Texans 27-20. Game-winning touchdown, Matthew Stafford to Puka Nacua. That duo flourishes and continues. Bingo. I have them winning that game. The next game, and this is going to be probably the game of the week, in my opinion. I got the Ravens over the Bills 31-28. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen duels it out. Big game. And it's gonna be a beautiful game on Sunday. I think it's a Sunday night game, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a primetime game. What way to do it? When them 2 quarterbacks going at it. Next game, I have the Vikings over the Bears 28-21. As the Vikings just start doing their thing. Our former receiver Adam Thielen returns the 2-touchdown day. Big target. And then I have an upset alert. Are you ready? Upset alert. My upset alert for week 1. I have the Titans beating the Broncos 24-21. Cam Ward shines on his rookie day. Number 1 overall pick. Show you why he's that dude. I have the Titans beating the Broncos 24-21. And those will close out my predictions for week 1. Next topic we're gonna get into is big. I got two surprises that's gonna surprise you from week one, and this is gonna be very, very shocking. I think Micah has a 3-sack day. Micah's gonna have a big day week one, getting all that money. He's gonna show you why he's worth it. He's gonna show you why he's one of the best defensive players in the league. Two more. I'm gonna do two more. Next, Jaden Daniels, 4-touchdown opening weekday. 2 to Debo, 2 to Terry McLaurin. Shows you why he's deserved that money and shows you why JD gets the job done. And my last one for the week will be Bryce Young, 4-touchdown day versus the Jags. 2 to Ted McMillan. And he's going to show you why he's improved off last year and show you why he is that dude. Those are my big surprises that I predict for week one. Next topic we're going to get to, what coaches are on the hot seat for this season? I got 2 coaches that's on the hot seat for this season. This is going to be very interesting. Number 2, Kevin Stefanski. As y'all can tell, the Capri Sun is amazing. Kevin Stefanski. Reason he's on the hot seat is because you're in a very predicament thing. The Browns organizations in the draft, they got 2 quarterbacks. Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. You signed Joe Flacco, right? Signed Kenny Pickett. Then later on, you mean to tell me Shedeur is not the number 2 quarterback over Dylan Gabriel? I think he played better in preseason. I feel like Shedeur was handed unfair treatment, but that's neither here nor there. Just their wrongdoings of quarterback. He's supposed to be this quarterback guru, this play caller. It's just that he's underachieved as a coach, I think. And he's a great play caller, don't get me wrong, but it's just the things that you need to do that you can't do, man. And I think that's why he's on the hot seat, man. I think he's gonna get saved by the organization, but I think the thing is that the Browns gotta start winning. They haven't won in a long time since Baker Mayfield left. Simple. This is what it is. And plus, you give Deshaun Watson $250 million. And you know he wasn't the same quarterback as he had a lot of stuff going on off the field. And at the time when they traded for Deshaun Watson, he was a top 5 quarterback. I'm just saying. But the next coach that I think that should be on the hot seat is Mike Tomlin. Listen. Something need to be said about mediocre play. Just my opinion. If you don't like it, put down below. Tell me how you feel. But I think Mike Tomlin is definitely under a lot of scrutiny this year because, okay, we get it. He's had a winning season, and people see that and they're like, he has a winning season. But he hasn't won a playoff game in probably over 10 years. I think it's over 7 to 10 years. But I think they've played a horrible quarterback. I think they wait too long to move on from Big Ben. When Big Ben retired, his arm was shot. Ben shot. The writing been on the wall. And the quarterbacks that came after him, wow. Hold that thought. Breaking news, Cowboys just signed Darren Bland to a 4-year, $92 million deal, but you couldn't pay Micah. Hey, that's just me. That's just me. I think that's the most stupidest thing you could do. Darren Bland, who had a good year last year because of the interceptions and the risk it take, but it is what it is, man. But I just think, but back to the Tomlin thing, I think Tomlin definitely underachieved as far as quarterbacks, Last year, I think he mishandled the situation as far as the quarterback situation because Justin Fields easily could have been your future. You're banking on Aaron Rodgers, a 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers, to get it done. And I think it's going to be very hard. But in that division at the end, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. You got Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow. If Joe Burrow have a middle-of-the-pack defense, or you really think they're going to have a losing season? Barring injury? Come on, man. Make it make sense. I just think the way he mishandles quarterbacks. Quarterbacks after Big Ben has been Skylar Thompson, Mason Rudolph, Mitchell Trubisky. Those are just a little bit of names. Make it make sense though. But I think he definitely is the number one coach that's under the hot seat, and he don't deserve to get no pass just because he's continued to have winning seasons and winning success. You got to do something in the playoffs. I thought that it was what it was all about. When you get to the playoffs, you do something when you actually get into the playoffs. Make it make sense, Next, we're going to get into my division winners for the season. First, we're going to start in the AFC East. I think the Buffalo Bills will win the division. And they deserve it, man. They've been running this division for a long time, and they're going to continue to run the division. I think they're getting better and better. Josh Allen, top 5 quarterback. He's a beast. He's a monster. Arm talent undeniable. I think they continue to win the division. So I got Buffalo winning the division. Definitely got to win the division. The team that's going to have the probably the lowest drop off in the division, I think it will be no other than the Patriots. I don't think they're going to be good this year under their new coach. I think their coach called Mike Vrabel. I think Mike Vrabel is the coach. Yeah, Mike Vrabel. I don't think he's going to have a good year. I don't think so, in my opinion. That's my opinion for that. The AFC North. I think the AFC North I think the team that's going to win the division in the North, of course, is the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry. Continued success. They're going to do what they do. They're going to run the football all the way to the finish line. But hopefully, can the Ravens get it done? That's the question we ask for the past 3-4 years. Can they get it done? Can they get it done? Can they win the big game? Can Lamar do it? I got faith in them. Just hopefully they get past the finish line. The team that will have the biggest drop-off in the division. Are y'all ready for this one? The Cincinnati Bengals. I still think they're not going to be that good. I'm going to tell you why. Offense won games, but defense won championships. You played Trey Hendrickson, but you still haven't done nothing on defense. Pratt gone. You have a couple people that's going. You think Stewart is going to replace I think he's going to be on the other side or basically on the same side, but I don't still think that you handle nothing on defense where you're going to get better. I think they're going to finish third in the division. They're probably going to be tied for second and third. It's probably going to be them and the Steelers that fights for that second spot, but I think they might edge it out, but I don't think they're going to be as good as a lot of people think they are going to be. We move on to we did the AFC East. We did the AFC North. It's time to move on to the AFC South. The AFC South, I think, of course, the Tennessee Titans going to finish second in the division. I think Cam Ward lead them to like a 6-7-1 season. I think they're going to be okay. I think Jacksonville finished last in the division. I think the Texans win the division with the 10-win season. C.J. Stroud being the best he can, leaning with Nick Chubb, Nico Collins. I think that defense gotten better. Stingley back's there, and just think the consistency over there is everything. So we did the AFC North. We did the AFC South, the AFC East. The West? The AFC West, yes. I think the team that will have the biggest drop-off is the Denver Broncos. Just because they brought all these players. They brought in Tufunga. They brought in Drake Greenlaw. But I still think something is missing. You let Javonte Williams go to Dallas. But I just think sophomore in their second year, I think Bo Nix got to maybe he can step it up because he's a big-time player. But I just don't think that they're going to have the same success last year as they did last year. I don't think they had the same success this year as they're going to have last year. Sorry. But that's just my opinion. I think the team that will win the division will be the Kansas City Chiefs for Patrick Mahomes. Keep running through the division like you've been doing. And it's no way around it. He's just going to continue to do what he do. Now it's over to the NFC East. I think the team that's going to win the division this year in the NFC East will be the Washington Commanders. I'm going to tell you why. I think Jaden Daniels, he's only going to get better and better. Terry McLaurin, finally give him his money. Let's do it. Zach Ertz back. The defense is only getting better from here. Even though they lost Jeremy Chin, I think they got some more pass rushers. And I think they're going to be able to spike and I think they are going to win 11 games. I think the Eagles finish right under them in 10 games. I think the team that will have the worst record in the division is the Cowboys. I think they won't get at least 5 wins this year. That's just my personal opinion. Just because you traded Micah Parsons, I'll be surprised if they win over 5 games this year. Prove me to be a liar, but that's just my personal opinion. Therefore, the NFC East. So, and I got 2 surprise teams that's one in the South, and one in the West. My surprise team that's winning the South, in my opinion, will be my Carolina Panthers. I'm going to tell you why. Bryce Young is getting better with time. Even though we lost Jalen Coker to an injury, we signed Hunter Renfrow. We traded Adam Thielen to Minnesota, basically to replace Renfrow. Let Renfrow stay in that area. He's from South Carolina, Myrtle Beach to be exact. I think we will be better. The defense, they got a lot of depth on defense. People are going to underestimate the Panthers a lot. The defense is definitely going to have gotten better. Got Christian Rosenboom from LA. We got J.C. Horn, one of the best. I think he is a top 5 corner. Talk to me. That's my just personal opinion. I think the Panthers do win the NFC South. I think the team that finished below them will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think the team that finished the worst will be New Orleans Saints. They might have the worst record in the league. They might have the worst record in the league. That's just my opinion. We did the NFC East, the NFC South. So we got to do the NFC West and I think the NFC North. So surprising team that will win the NFC West. Are y'all ready for this one? I think last year it was the Rams that won the West. So I'm going to go with the San Francisco 49ers. A lot of people that's counting them out is saying they're not going to win because Brandon Ayuk is already out. Jawan Jennings, he wants a new contract. I think having Christian McCaffrey and Brian Robinson Jr. there, they lost a lot of dominant players on that defensive side of the ball. I think that running game is going to mesh up that pass one. They still got Fred Warner, and they still got a bunch of beast people out there. I think the beast talent out there, man. I think the 49ers and Brock Purdy show you why he deserved to get paid when he got paid. I think the 49ers will sneak up and win this division. I think the team that they will be battling with for the division is the Rams. The West might have 2 teams to make the playoffs this year. That's what I'm just saying. I think the Rams typically couldn't make the playoffs, but they're going to be battling the 49ers to win the division. Now on to the NFC North. The team that I think will win the NFC North is the Minnesota Vikings. I'm going to tell you why the Vikings deserve to win the NFC North. Because, man, their defense, they have Brian Flores. And they lost a lot on defense, but I think they gained a good bit on defense as well. Bringing over Jonathan Allen from Washington, having that interior presence, trading for a veteran wide receiver in Adam Thielen to pair with Justin Jefferson, J.J. McCarthy, who's playing his first year under center. You still got Aaron Jones. You still got T.J. Hawkinson. I just think a lot of people saying the Packers are going to win it because they just acquired Micah Parsons. But I think they will be in battle with the Packers for the division. The Vikings will be in battle with the Vikings for the division. I think Jordan Love, some of his risky play, if he's able to take care of the football, they could win this division. But I think his risky play of him making the throws that he don't need to make in situations that are uncalled for, I think that's why Minnesota is going to win the division. I think the team that will have the most drop-off will be the Detroit Lions. I think they lost a lot. They lost offensive lineman. They lost an offensive coordinator. I want to see how that meshes with that team because I don't think the Lions are going to be that good, in my opinion. My personal opinion. Aiden Hutchinson should be coming back sometime this year, but they still got the interception leader in Kirby Joseph. But I just think they don't win the division. I just don't think they win the division. That's just my personal opinion. And after last year, I never really believed in the Lions because they were putting points up on a lot of people. And Jared Goff had his worst game against the Texans and they still won. So, just throwing it out there. That's just my personal opinion, man. Let's get into these quarterback situations right now with Indy. So, there's a quarterback situation in Indy for Daniel Jones getting a second opportunity from New York. I want to say this. Anthony Richardson is undeniable one of the most talented quarterbacks in the NFL. But you got to want it. I think he don't want it enough. Of course he got the bad rep that he says NFL is harder than college. I mean, he said college is harder than NFL. He must be on drugs. I don't know why he would say that. Then he also had that moment where he checked himself out of the game, which is crazy to me. You lost your spot to Joe Flacco last year because you didn't play well. You came back in at the end of the season and you didn't play well. You did play well. You won you won you won a walk-off game versus New England last year, which you showed promise. Heading into training camp, you didn't want it more. Daniel Jones got the spot. There is no reason why the Colts shouldn't win this division. Because the defense is talented. The offense has dogs. Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman Jr., Josh Downs. Top 10 offensive line. The only thing is missing is the quarterback. They got Daniel Jones from New York, who the Giants gladly moved on from. He played horrible. Saquon carried him to the playoffs. You get it? So I think that quarterback competition could be heating up. I think Daniel Jones, he ain't the answer neither. I don't think so. And so maybe sometimes, you know what? Sometimes all people need is a second chance to be themselves, maybe being in New York, the pressure, the lights, and stuff like that for him was too much. Maybe you need to be in a place like Indy where doubting him, where nothing really overlooked, and he can play his game and be a confident Daniel Jones is. I think eventually Daniel Jones will it's a quarterback competition, man. You never know who's gonna win. I think Anthony Richardson, he should have never got his job taken, but he didn't do nothing to win the spot back, So you gotta want it, man. I think that's a very controversial thing to do. And I think Anthony Richardson, if you want your job back, bro, it starts in meetings. It starts in camp. It starts in practice, because you gotta want it, bro. And I just think right now he don't want it. No. If you want it that bad, you'll sacrifice to get it. Simple. Another quarterback situation we got to get into is the New York Giants. This one is heating up because I think they released the Tommy DeVito. So now it's Jameis Winston, Russell Wilson, and Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart in the preseason lit it up. I'm going to tell you right now, the noun is Russell Wilson. The future is Jackson Dart. I'm going to tell you right now, these first 5 or 6 games of the season for the Giants are very crucial, because that's going to show you how quick Jackson Dart, maybe he be the starter, maybe he don't be the starter. Now, if the Giants start off rocky and Russell Wilson ain't playing well, bench Jackson Dart, come on in. Because Jackson Dart deserves to be the starter of the team, I think. I think Jackson Dart will win the starting job. He's the future of the Giants, because now he's a guy that can get the ball to Malik Neighbors. They got a Tracy. They got a stout young defense. Thibodeau, Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence. They got some dogs on that defense. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm putting down? Like, they have pieces. They just need a quarterback. That's what it is. And I think Russ last year, he played well, but he didn't play well enough. I don't think Russ is enough to get this team over him, because they need more. I think they need to build that offense. They need to revamp that offensive line. I definitely think they need to revamp that offensive line, man. But that's the Giant quarterback competition. I think Jackson Dart will end up winning that competition over Russell Wilson. I think Jameis is QB2. I think Jackson Dart might be QB3. I'm not too sure. And the last quarterback competition we're going to get into is no other than the Cleveland Browns. The mishandling of quarterbacks. I'm going to go by saying this. If you don't think Shedeur Sanders should be quarterback number 2, we need to sit down and have a conversation. Because I don't know how. His first preseason game versus the Carolina Panthers, he played well. He was undeniably quarterback 2. He got hurt versus the Eagles. I don't think he played in that. I think he played. Did he play? I don't think he played in that game. And Dylan Gabriel, he started the game. He played well. 2 picks, a pick 6, another pick. I don't think he really played well. In the last preseason game, everybody was saying, oh, he played so well. But Shedeur didn't get a good opportunity and wasn't treated equally as Dylan Gabriel in the last preseason game. He didn't get a fair shot. My biggest thing, okay, Dylan Gabriel played. Flacco played. Of course, he's going to be the week 1 starter. But this is a quarterback competition. I don't think let Flacco play 1 or 2 series. Give in the first quarter. Give Dylan Gabriel the first half. Give Shedeur Sanders the second half. But what you did, you played unfair because you know Tyler Snoop Hundley wasn't going to make the team. Right? So your thinking was like, let's sabotage our third quarterback, our rookie quarterback, and let's, because of his name, what we're going to do, 2-minute warning when the game come down, we're going to bench him. Bench him for the 2-minute warning. Make it make sense. Why? Ain't that stupid? That's just my personal opinion. I think there's a lot of unfair things going on in Cleveland as far as being Shedeur getting treated and his wrongs doing after how they mistreated this whole situation. I think he will end up, he will end up being that starting quarterback because the Joe Flacco experience ain't gonna be there long. He ain't the future. And I don't think Dylan Gabriel is a better quarterback than Shedeur. That's just my personal opinion. I think when that boy throw that wrist up, that wrist, I'm telling you, it's just meant to be. He's meant to be that. He is that. He is that. Like, he is that. That's just my personal opinion, man. And I think Shedeur eventually end up winning that QB job, but the way it looks right now, he's gonna have to do anything and everything to get this job. And I think he will, man. It's about fair shot, man. Like, they throw Dylan Gabriel fair cards and just give him the keys. Like, he's that. He's not that. He ain't better than him. Joe Flacco ain't the future, okay? I understand. He's the veteran. We already know Joe Flacco's going to be the week 1 starter. We know Kenny Pickett was garbage. We know he was getting traded. You mean to tell me Dylan Gabriel played better than Shedeur because of last preseason game when he didn't get a... That's it. We ain't going to get into no more of that. In this last little thing we will get into, we'll get to my Carolina Panthers. Jalen Coker out with a quad injury. He's out for the first 4 games of the season. I think he sprained his quad on one-on-ones after the Adam Thielen news. Jalen Coker's been having a dog camp. I've been watching him during training camp, OTAs. I've been watching him during the preseason. He's balling out. Bryce threw him a touchdown in the preseason. He had another big catch on the sideline. He was going to be basically that Adam Thielen role, but he got hurt. And I always knew that we was going to sign Hunter Renfrow. When we traded Adam Thielen and we cut Hunter Renfrow, I said Hunter Renfrow is going to be back, but we was going to use Thielen to trade him off as insurance, as backup, to make sure that we do what we do. We cut Bartholomew from practice squad. Let's clap. I'm glad. He's horrible. But, yeah, man, I think Renfrow is going to be a dog for us. We got our outside people. We got Ted, we got Xavier, and then we got Renfrow in the middle. I think the Panthers going to be all right for week 1 when we go to Jacksonville. It's all about, this is the year that Bryce showed us why he's that dog. Last year, I think the first year, his rookie year, mistreated. Rookie year, he didn't put nothing around him. Second year, it's about adaptability and comfortability. Towards the end of the season, he started to understand it and be more comfortable. Being uncomfortable gets you to be comfortable, if that makes sense, you know? I think Bryce will prevail. I think the Panthers will he will lead the Panthers to a winning season. I got my Panthers going over 6 wins. definitely, you know, expectations this season. Week 1 is only in 8 days, bro. Like, are y'all ready? Like, for the Panthers, it's week 1 in 8 days, but football season starts Thursday. I'm just ready. I'm hyped. I'm pumped. Listen, man, I love y'all. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all for watching the video, man. But we're gonna get into our last thing. We're gonna do a little prayer session real quick. How we do it at our India videos. We gotta do a prayer session. If it ain't that, this ain't that. We bless God right here. Okay? Let's do it. Dear God, thank you for waking us up today. Thank you for giving us the power and the glory. Lord, thank you as we talk this knowledge, speak this football, talk this knowledge, Lord, giving God the praise and the glory, Lord, because we owe it all to you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Listen, man, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and don't forget to turn on that post notification bell so you can get each and every video that your boy drop. Like the video, comment what you want to see. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Monte Gang. Y'all. Peace.